And then another program we have is our Historic Organ Citation Program, which was started in the mid-1970s. The purpose of this was to give special recognition to historic instruments that have been kept and maintained in a manner respective of its historic nature. And it's a very selective program. If you consider the many tens of thousands of pipe organs that have been built throughout the United States and Canada, and if you realize that 400 organs to date have been selected for this award, I think you will realize that the organ here in this room is in very select company. But we have awarded citations to very large instruments, such as the organ in the Macy's department store, formerly Wanamaker's department store in downtown Philadelphia, the Atlantic City Convention Hall, and very small instruments that may be no more than 1 or 2 sets of pipes. Some of these organs date back to even 1698. There's an organ in Elgin, Illinois that has a citation that was built in Germany before the dawn of the 18th century, and it has a citation. Rarely do we give one to an organ that is only 50 years old. In this case, the instrument has to go through a more rigorous process of demonstrating uniqueness and demonstrating influence on American organ building other than the instrument itself. Great care was taken, obviously, in selecting this instrument and designing it. A great collaborative effort between the Precious Blood Missionaries and the Holtkamp Organ Company. However, many of these instruments that I've even talked to you about earlier tonight have been altered or they are gone in less than 50 years. The concert hall organ at Oberlin has been moved and changed. It's been moved to Texas. Christ Church Cathedral in Cincinnati, that Holtkamp organ that went in about the same time has been altered such that we really can't call it a Holtkamp organ anymore. But in the recent restoration of this chapel, great care was taken to put this organ back into its condition as it was when it was installed in 1961. And this was brought to our attention by Brother Ben Basil, here at the Order, who is in Northwest Indiana, and he submitted the required application to the committee, and we approved this specific citation for this organ. So, it is my pleasure to read the citation. This organ, built by the Holtkamp Organ Company of Cleveland, Ohio in the year 1961, has been selected for recognition as an instrument of exceptional historic merit worthy of preservation. This plaque is to be held in trust for the Organ Historical Society by the owner of this organ as long as the instrument is maintained in a manner consistent with its historical significance. It is signed by Scott Huntington, who is the president of the Organ Historical Society, and by me as chair of the Historic Organ Citations Committee, and therefore it is my great pleasure to present this evening.